Yo, what's good? It's your boy Taj. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm here with a Red Ranger tier list. Your boy trying to do more Power Rangers content on the channel, so hopefully this can turn into a series if the video does well. I'm also reacting to the Unworthy Power Ranger episodes. Episode 3 should already be up before this video go up, so I'll put the link in the description. And I'm also planning on putting up episode 4 like Sunday or Monday. But yeah, try to do some more Power Ranger content. I might do Cosmic Fury reactions because I only watched that series once. So I kind of want to rewatch it again. So if that's something y'all want to see, let me know. But yeah, let's get into this tier list. All right, so we starting off strong. So first up, my boy Andros, S tier, easily. Easily S tier. Um he's S tier because he's the first like actual character. Like before in space, a lot of the Rangers were just, oh, the Red Ranger is the leader, blue is smart, pink is the damsel or whatever, and then like black and yellow were kind of just like the background, if we're being honest. But in space, like changed that up. Like all the Rangers had storylines and character episodes that progressed them and stuff. And Andros was just amazing, from the story with his sister to him being a loner and then taking in the Turbo team and learning to trust them and stuff. Like it was just really good. And obviously In Space is best season of all time in my opinion. Next up we have the Red Alien Ranger. um I have to put it in F. Power Rangers Alien Rangers was just not good. Like, and I feel bad because I don't think that the Alien Rangers got a chance to be their own thing. They were kind of smushed in the middle of that Mighty Morphin transferring to Zeo storyline. And so I think they just got a bad shake of things, man. Unfortunately, because I felt like that could have been something. But unfortunately, F tier is where I have to put the Red Ranger. Next up, I'm going to be completely honest. I don't remember the Red Ranger from Ninja Steel's name. Isn't his name like Brody or something like that? But it's like a few of them on the list because I know his dad became one and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I gotta put him in F tier. It just Ninja Steel as a whole just wasn't good. Those first couple Neo Saban Power Ranger shows and then the few after Dino Charge was just rough. Like, and this unfortunately was one of them. I felt like the cast was cool, they were likable, but the Red Ranger himself, the storyline with like his brother and his dad and stuff, it was a cool concept on paper, but execution, it was terrible. Sorry. I like Cole. Cole was okay. I don't think he was the greatest Red Ranger ever, but I think he was pretty good. And I think he held his own in Forever Red because, you know, to be in there with like Jason and Tommy and Andros and TJ, even like West and Eric, like to be on screen with them and to hold your own and not get lost in the background, like, you know, that says a lot. Carter up next. Same thing with Cole. I thought he was okay. I think he was a good leader, but other than that, I don't think he had much to his character. Like he was just kind of average to me. Lightspeed Rescue in general was just average, but this not a season's ranking, and I might do one of those actually. Next up, we have Connor from Dino Thunder. Definitely A tier. I love his character. His character development, just the whole Dino Thunder team was just well executed. Like every character had storylines and arc from the beginning to the end, and I just loved it. But he's definitely a top 10 Red Ranger in my opinion. Don't think he's top 5, but definitely top 10. Next up, we got Casey from Jungle Fury. I thought he was a great Red Ranger. He was actually, I'm gonna be completely honest, I didn't care for the Blue Ranger in Jungle Fury. He annoyed me. The Yellow Ranger was cool, but Casey, RJ, and the villain carried Jungle Fury easily. But I think he's a great Red Ranger. I definitely like his story, and yeah, I think it was well executed. I think he's a really good Red Ranger. Don't think he's S tier. Certain characters might change by the time I get to the end. I might change some characters around, but for right now, I think he's A tier. Next up, we have Devin from Beast Morphers. Uh, his storyline could have been so good, man. I'm actually really upset with how they did his story. Like, he could have had the West type of storyline, or even Scott from RPM. Like, his storyline could have been like that, but they just didn't really develop it well. It was just not good. And just his character overall, I thought he was cool, which is why he's not an F. Because at least he had some personality to him. Like, he was kind of funny, and the actor did a really good job playing him. So, but yeah, he's in D. Next up, we got the Ninja Steel. I think that's his dad. I mean, I don't remember much of Ninja Steel because most of that season just go over my head. Um, I'm a like Ninja Steel just was not good. I'm sorry. It's just I gotta put him in F. I just didn't care for him. I'm sorry. Just and the fact that I don't even remember says a lot. I don't know where to put Eric. It's either A or S tier for me. Oh man. Oh, I'm I'm gonna put him in A. While I do love his story, I don't think his story was better than Wes. So I gotta put him in A. But I thought he was a great ranger. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I thought he was a fantastic ranger. He was more so like the sixth ranger, not really the red ranger, but I see why he's on the list. Oh, next up we got Hunter. Hmm, I'll put him in C, but I think he's above Cole and Carter in my opinion. Only because I felt like when him and his brother were evil, I just felt like they were better characters. Like, once they turned good, they were kind of meh. Their story about like their parents and stuff was really interesting, but Ninja Storm as a whole was just like a carefree season. It was like if you put Rocket Power and Power Rangers and fused it into something. That's what Ninja Storm was. But yeah, I thought he was a cool character. Nothing too crazy. Next up, we got Jason. I'm gonna get hate for this because I know a lot of people are expecting me to put him in like S tier or something, and I'm sorry. I think Jason was a good Red Ranger. I don't think he's the best. I think the entire original five at their colors are all overrated. Like, I don't think any of them are the best at their colors. I really don't. I think that other characters are better than them at their colors, and Jason is an example. I think he was a good Ranger, but I think he was better when he became the Gold Ranger. And I'm not putting him S tier just because he's the first Red Ranger. Like, that's just not happening. Sorry. My boy Jack. I think Jack is S tier. I think Jack's story was really good. Just him kind of being like a Robin Hood type of character, like him fighting for the little guy. It gave me like Spider-Man vibes, and just seeing his journey, his dynamic with Sky, and just his dynamic with Z, and just seeing him like become a leader, and then at the end, him deciding not to be a Power Ranger and go back and help people even more. I thought that was great. Like, him and Z are definitely great characters, but like Jack is definitely S tier for me. Next up, we have Jaden. I'm gonna be completely honest. Did not care for him one bit. He's not as bad as the ones below, but he's not that good. I actually think his sister was a better Red Ranger than him, and I'm gonna get to her in a few. But I just didn't care for Jaden, bro. Just didn't. Leo, my boy Leo. I thought Leo was good. I think they could have did better with his storyline, especially the stuff with him and his brother. But of course, his brother was like gone for most of the season, so that doesn't help. But overall, I thought he was a really good ranger. Like, anybody from Leo up was great in my book. I don't care who's S, who's A tier, like Leo and up. There might be a couple exceptions there, but I don't know. But yeah, Leo was a great ranger. Next up, we have, I believe her name is Lauren. Y'all could correct me in the comment section, but I'm pretty sure it's Lauren. I thought she was better than her brother, like, easily. I actually like her more than those characters. And I actually liked her more than Jason. I'm gonna be completely honest. I feel like if she had a whole season to be the Red Ranger, I think she would be top five easily. Like, she was a great leader. She had personality. She was a good character just in general. I'm mad she just had that little arc and then she was gone. But It is what it is. Mick is just really hard to rank because he wasn't really a full-time ranger. He just became red for I think an episode. So it's kind of hard for me to judge him. I don't know, but I thought he was okay. Like Mick just overall as a character is just great, but it's hard to rank him as a ranger. I don't know. Uh, I'm gonna put him in C because I just love him more than the others, but I don't like him as much as like Lauren and Leo and obviously the guys up here. Next up, Overdrive Red, trash. I don't even remember bro name. He was like a cyborg or something. Like that story was just that could have been really interesting, and I just felt like they half-assed it. It could have been way better, but next up we got Nick from Mystic Force. I like Nick, and I felt like his storyline could have been way better than it was. Like I wish they handled him finding out who his parents was better. Like, and he didn't give off Red Ranger energy to me. Like Xander gave off Red Ranger energy to me. Like he should have been the Red Ranger in my opinion. But I like Nick. Like his storyline of him finding out who his parents is was cool. That was kind of really it to his character. He kind of had like a little thing with the Blue Ranger. They didn't really like develop it really. They would like tease it here and there. But other than that, I thought he was cool. Next up, we got Rocky. Huh, poor Rocky. I gotta put him in D. I can't do him bad and put him in F, man. It, it's unfair for him because he was coming in after Jason, but it was no way they were putting a new character in the Red Ranger mantle and have him be the leader over Kimberly, Billy, and Tommy, who have been there for a full season and a half at this point. Like, I think they could have made Billy the Red Ranger, but that's neither here or there. But other than that, I think Rocky had a bad shake of things and he came into his own as a Blue Ranger. So I gotta put him in D. Next up, we got Shane. Put him up here. Loved him in Ninja Storm. Rest in peace to the actor too, man. Definitely a tragedy. Especially because I really loved his character in Ninja Storm. Like I said, like it just felt like Rocket Power with Power Rangers. So his character, I wanted to be him when I was a kid. That's the crazy thing. I wanted to be him, like skateboarding and all of that. Like, I just thought he was the coolest. But overall, I thought his character was really good. I wish he had like a season arc. Really, they were kind of trying to like prove themselves as like Power Rangers because Cam kept like belittling them. Like, really, like these are the Power Rangers and stuff. Like, their season was so like unserious that it's hard to rank those Rangers. But like for what that season was, he was good. Like I think he was really good. We got my boy Scott. I really enjoy Scott as a character. I'm actually in the middle of rewatching RPM because I only watched it like once or twice. Um, and I like the characters. It's just the overall season I wasn't really feeling. I'm actually enjoying it more on this recent watch, which I think is a good thing. But Scott's character always interested me, just like Wes and like Devin and a few other Rangers that have the parent and child dynamic. I thought his with his dad was really good at him losing his sibling and stuff. Like I just thought that was really interesting. And it was well written. And they actually got an actual actor. I know Disney gets praised for that, like having actual actors. Even though the Saban era actually had actual actors too. They just waited until like in space to actually start getting them. But yeah, he was really good. Yeah, I like Scott. He's S tier. Oh my god. Next up we got Troy. Just no personality, dull, just like why are you here? Like why are you here? Like I just can't deal. It was just bad. He was the worst ranger on the show. And he's supposed to be the leader. Like I didn't get no leader vibes from him. Just just a disappointment. This whole season was just bad. Next up, we got Tommy. I'm putting Tommy above Jason. For those who don't know, Tommy is my favorite Ranger of all time, but I'm not a biased person. I think he was a pretty good Red Ranger, but I don't think he was the best. I think the storyline he had in Zeo was pretty good, like him finding his brother and stuff like that, which I don't think they touched upon in Mighty Morphin. Like, I don't think that they established that he was like adopted or something like that. At least I can't remember. I'm pretty sure that's something that they brought up in Zeo. But I thought that was a good storyline for him. And he just had more to him as a character than Jason did. Like, Jason didn't really have a storyline until we got to Zeo. So yeah. Now I'm trying to figure out why Troy is on here twice. Um, I don't think that there was another Red Ranger in Megaforce. If I'm wrong, y'all could tell me because I only watched that season once and I refuse to go back again. But if this is him, then it's still trash. I mean, I don't. Next up, we got my boy TJ. TJ was a better leader than Jason. I'm probably gonna get some hate for that. I don't care. That's my list, and I think he's definitely higher than Jason. Actually, I think he's higher than Tommy too. My boy Wes, definitely S tier. One of the best storylines of Power Rangers. The stuff with him and his dad, and just him kind of finding his own path, and his dynamic with the Tom Force team, and him and Jen. His dynamic with Eric, it was just really good. Like, and he's still good. Like when he popped up in like Forever Red, and what else crossover he was in? I think he was in the Lightspeed crossover, or the Lightspeed Rangers popped up in their crossover. I can't remember which one was it. Or was it Wild Force? It was Wild Force when they popped up in Wild Force for the crossover. Like he was good in that. Obviously, like I said, Forever Red. And when he came back in the Dimensions and Danger, he was really good as like a mentor season ranger. So like yeah, Wes, that's my guy. I'm assuming this is Nick's dad from Mystic Force. Um, I mean, we didn't really get him as the Red Ranger. He was just evil most of the show. So like it's hard to rank him. I mean, I thought he was a better overall character than the ones down here, so I guess I'll put him in D. Next up we got Zato. I really like Zato. I thought Zato, well, let me see. Yeah, I thought Zato was a good ranger. I think he was better than these rangers. Like I know these rangers are more iconic, but I definitely think Zato as an overall character was better than these guys. And I just thought he was good. I do think that they could have set his story up in Cosmic Fury better, because I know some people had issues with him just not being the Red Ranger. But I didn't hate him becoming a Morphin Master. I actually really liked it. But as a Red Ranger in Dino Fury season 1 and 2, I thought he was really good. Next up, we got Tyler. Tyler is another one I thought that was really good. Just like a lot of other Rangers, I like the storyline of him trying to look for his dad and his dynamic with Shelby and stuff. Just Dino Charge in general was like a really good season. It was the only good Neo Saban season, but yeah, I think Tyler was a pretty good Ranger. And last but not least, we got Amelia. And some people might disagree with me, but I actually really enjoyed her as a Ranger too. Um, yeah, like I wish we had more than 10 episodes of her. And I definitely think that her being the Pink Ranger for the first 2 seasons of Dino Fury definitely helped her character more because she was already an established Ranger. So we got a lot of her story prior to her becoming Red Ranger. And then we got her journey as the Red Ranger. So, but yeah, that was my list, man. That was my list. I know I'm probably going to get attacked from the Jason fanboys. I'm sorry, man. I like Jason, but he's overrated, bro. I have to put I can't put him higher than B. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's my list. Let me know if y'all want to see more and I got y'all. Let me know the order I should go in cuz I'm thinking about doing 6 Rangers, but I might just go like black. I might do like the actual team first and then do like the 6th Ranger, but that's if this video does well. So I do hope it does well because I want to do more. But I'm going to get up out of here. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new, share with your friends, and I'll see you in the next video.